Hello my friends, this is Sylvie Curry, Lady of Q, and I am in my kitchen. I want to invite you in today to see what I do when I'm trimming pork butts. I have a competition coming up this weekend and I've got a few pork butts to trim to get ready. So come on in, let's do this. Hello, today we're trimming up pork butts. Let's just do this, dig in. Parts of the pork butt that I care about the most is this end over here, which is the money muscle, and I'm going to try to dissect that out so that I can get some nice slices in there and a nice bark coating. The other area that's important is the opposite end of the money muscle. And this is where you have a bone here and you have the horn area. That meat around that bone is also very good for making chunks for turn in. Most of the other parts of the pork butt aren't as commonly used. We do have what we call the tubes, and they're typically located in this area here, and they come out with a nice tender meat. They're surrounded by a lot of fat, so they come out nice and tender if cooked appropriately. So let's dig in. First, let's do this dissecting of the money muscle. Turn it over on the other side where the fat cap should have been. Ooh. Sometimes when a pork butt doesn't have a very good money muscle, you can do what I call a false money muscle and sort of like just build one. This pork butt doesn't have the greatest money muscle, but we can cook this up and see how it cooks up. Sometimes it fools me and it comes out pretty nice. It's pretty well marbled section, which is why I purchased it. Go back over here on the horn. And what I like to do, I like to get rid of all of this membranous fat. That way I get more bark all around that horn meat. And a lot of this here is just going to be thrown away. I don't use it. One of the things about trimming meats for competition, and that includes pork butt, ribs, brisket, and chicken, is that most of the trimming is based upon accentuating the areas of the meat that you have determined that you're going to use for turn-ins. And so you have a lot of waste, and you have a lot of trim that can be used once again to make things like sausages. Other reason for getting rid of this membranous tissue here is so that when I do the chunks, it's easier to make this look nice for a turn-in box if it doesn't have that membrane on it and you don't have to pull it off. This section in here, not very good for turn-ins. Usually comes out quite dry and tough. As long as I keep this pork butt at 4.5 pounds or greater, I'm good to go. So you try to trim it to get the smallest piece of meat or a less hunky piece of meat. And that way, because I'm cooking hot and fast, it's easier to get everything done. And that's my pork butt.